10 Phoenix starts now.
Happening today in a Valley courtroom, a man accused of a shocking murder aboard a bus in Phoenix 2 years ago is now heading to court today.
And we're learning he might be on the verge of making a deal with prosecutors. So Joshua Bagley is set to accept a plea deal and be sentenced in this murder on a bus case. He has been charged with first-degree murder and kidnapping in the strangling death of 41-year-old Diane Craig. Her body was then found on the Phoenix City bus in May of 2022. Court documents say that bus surveillance video showed Bagley and Craig were the only two passengers on the bus, and they were sitting toward the back. The driver reportedly had no idea what was happening between the two, but later discovered her body while taking a break. Bagley by then had run off, but a tip led to his arrest. It turns out that Bagley was wanted in Mohave County for stealing a car, and he'd actually been arrested and released in Maricopa County just days before the killing. We'll have an update from the court hearing later today.
An East Valley massage therapist learns his punishment for sexually abusing female clients. A judge sentencing Raul Ochoa, this man here you see on your screen, to 5 years in prison. Between 2022 and 2023, the 47-year-old inappropriately touched women at day spas in Gilbert and Queen Creek in the East Valley. Maricopa County Attorney Rachel Mitchell is now commending the victims for coming forward. Also developing in the valley, a teen is in the hospital this morning following a shooting in North Phoenix. It was near 7th Street and Mountain View Road. No arrests have been made. Police say the suspect took off before they arrived. No other details about that shooter have been released just yet, and the teen who was shot is expected to survive. If you have any information, please call the authorities.
Police in Wickenburg need your help finding these guys who keep breaking into vacant homes. It's happening right along Highway 93 and North 40 Road. If you recognize them, please call Wickenburg PD.
An East Valley family here in the valley left frustrated after a 2-ton moving truck smashes right through their wall and then takes off.
So now they're left with a big cleanup bill, and everybody's left with a bunch of questions. Why would this guy do this in the first place? So the crash, you're going to watch it happen right here. It was Wednesday evening in Gilbert near Greenfield and Pecos. So there's the truck in question. Look at the damage. David Becker tells Fox 10 that the truck backed backed right into their backyard wall and then,
oh my goodness,
took off, tires squealing. The video shows the truck with the cinder blocks still on it. Well, Gilbert police responded to the scene, but they were not able to locate the truck in question.
Did not belong in the neighborhood. Probably, thought they were doing a shortcut or something and cruising really fast, right through the neighborhood. It's a little nerve-wracking.
Still with that kind of damage done, basically it's a hit and run, even though no people were injured. Becker says he's thankful that his family wasn't hurt. He's going to work to get the wall repaired as soon as possible. But Gilbert PD says they're on the case, looking for the truck right now.
Also developing at this hour, a man accused of posing as an Uber driver to steal cryptocurrency from riders has been arrested by police. Police say this man, Nur Hussein, picked up 2 riders outside the W Hotel in Scottsdale. They're on Scottsdale Road and Camelback. Prosecutors say in those cases he asked to use their phones, claiming that his was dead or there was an issue with his Uber app. Then he transferred a combined $223,000 in crypto from their accounts to his. He is set to appear in court now later this month.
A middle school student under arrest after officers say they found a gun in the kid's backpack. It happened at Kyrene Altadena Middle School in Phoenix. Police do say at least the gun wasn't loaded. The student was charged with misconduct involving a weapon, booked into juvenile hall. Police say there was no threat, but it's still not clear why the young man did it in the first place. All right, in the Health Watch this morning, the Wildlife World Zoo, as we told you yesterday, reporting that 5 of their animals have died from the bird flu.
Well, the animals were a cheetah, a mountain lion, swamp hen, Andean goose, and a kookaburra. A 6th animal, a white tiger, was also infected and is now in quarantine and recovering. Valley Health experts say this comes from a recent outbreak of bird flu in Arizona. Officials report the virus now also spreading to humans in our state, showing mild symptoms, and they have now all recovered. We're also told that no animals at the Phoenix Zoo have been infected and no exhibits have been closed.
It was quiet. It didn't make any noise.
I think the public has a right to know what is flying above the skies and what the purpose is.
Oh, interesting here. Concern is growing from coast to coast, and there are residents who report seeing mysterious flying objects in the sky. That concern, and of course, as you can imagine, some frustration and anger is now stretching to Capitol Hill, where the Pentagon is denying a shocking claim that Iran is behind those drones.
So these drone flights have been spotted mostly over New Jersey, but there have been some sightings in California as well. And the activity in New Jersey actually now coming very close to President-elect Donald Trump's golf club there in Bedminster. The drones are said to be large, probably not the work of just hobbyists. The sightings have left local officials stumped, but one member of Congress still raises some eyebrows, insisting it's part of an act out of Iran.
I'm going to tell you the real deal. Iran launched a mothership probably about a month ago that contains these drones. They've launched drones, is everything that we can see or hear. And again, these are from high sources. I don't say this lightly.
Now, there's no word where the congressman got his information. The Pentagon trying to tamp down growing public concern, saying they don't have any evidence that the drones are from a foreign country. Both the FBI and the Department of Homeland Security say they are looking into reports to determine whether these drones might have any type of sinister intention by the operators. Apparently, so far, they have not been able to shoot any of them down to get a closer look. You can hit the lottery for stargazing, because this is going to be one of the strongest meteor showers in years, peaking tonight. The Geminid's meteor shower, and Crystal's going to show us what we can expect to see in our Arizona skies. Crystal.
Hey, Ron and Celeste. So we are standing right now in our virtual weather lab. It might not look like anything yet, but let's bring the outside indoors, because we're talking the Geminid's meteor shower. Now, if we're talking Geminid's meteor shower, we kind of need to light up the studio with a few meteors. So take a look. This is what it should look like tonight, or at least potentially, as we are at the peak of the Geminid shower. Now, this is one of the best, most reliable meteor showers there is annually. The reason is because it's long, started in November, lasts through December, and it looks like a great viewing across parts of the country as you get into December, specifically mid-December. So tonight through early tomorrow morning is when we will see the peak, the most activity when it comes to all these meteors that you see moving around us in studio. Now the question is, here in Arizona, how will the viewing be? Let's get to a few tips if you have the plan to get outside and try to catch some of these meteors as we head into tonight and early tomorrow morning. First off, you don't need any fancy equipment. You do not need a telescope, binoculars, anything like that. In fact, you just want to lay on the ground, you want to look up to the sky, feet facing to the south, and take in the entire sky above, because that's your best bet to catch a glimpse of some of those shooting stars. The other factor is you want to get away from light pollution, the city lights, because that can wash out your visibility, which means if you're in the valley, you're going to want to, if you can, go to dark sky area like Flagstaff. I know that's a long drive. If you can't do that, how about the outskirts of the valley? Head to Apache Junction, Black Canyon City, maybe past Surprise for the best viewing. If it is perfect conditions with the Geminids, you can see up to 120 of those meteors per hour. Now, the big factor is how is sky conditions, and how is the moon looking? And I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but as you can tell, everything's starting to dim around me. The reason for that, we're looking at a full moon this weekend, so it's going to be bright. The glow is going to wash out the visibility a bit when it comes to the meteor shower. It doesn't mean you won't be able to see anything. So now we've got to talk sky conditions. Let's take a look at the forecast for Apache Junction. It'll be chilly out there overnight. You can see the temperatures in the 40s with some clouds late into the night. So try early on. Same thing for Flagstaff, 26. Grab a jacket if you're heading out for the shower. Guys.
Will help fill an important need for sick and injured shelter pets this holiday season. Joining us here in studio this morning is Joe Casados with the Arizona Humane Society and Odin, who is the cutest.
I mean, come on, look at Odin. He's so cute.
Look at his face.
And he loves people and giving kisses.
So friendly. Good morning to you, Joe.
Good morning. Thanks for having us.
You have a really important part of this community in terms of caring for these pets. Look at Odin. He's excited. You can hear him. What is the story of Odin?
Yeah, absolutely. So Odin came in back in September. Unfortunately, his owner passed away, and there was no one left to take care of him. And so the Arizona Humane Society brought him in, and we've been caring for him. He's had some medical issues, like some ear infections that we've helped take care of, and now he's just happy and ready to find his forever home. And so we've been providing him all the care that he needs in the meantime, but we're hoping we can find him one before Christmas.
And so how do you find a lot of these pets? Is the police department or fire department, or sometimes our neighbors calling you?
Yeah, all of the above. We work with various cities throughout the valley, and so we'll get phone calls from them, or people will bring pets in that they found on the side of the road or as strays. So there's a lot of different ways they come in. We cared for more than 22,000 pets this last year, so we're getting a lot of them and just trying to find them all homes.
And for those of us who do have our furry friends, we know that they are costly when you know, and depending if they have medical issues, sometimes that can be more intense.
Absolutely.
And you all do this, you take this upon yourself to do it. And what are some of the things that you're in need of this holiday season?
Yeah, absolutely. It is the time of giving, and that doesn't necessarily need to be financial. We're always in need of blankets and towels, and those can be used as long as we can wash them. We'll use them. But we really need some wet adult dog food, wet adult cat food, Fancy Feast kitten food, and then hard toys for dogs and cats.
What is the hard versus the wet dog food? What is the difference, and how does it help?
Yeah, so a lot of the cases that we care for are actually medical cases, and so let's say a tooth needs to be pulled or they have dental, they can't chew a hard dog food yet, and so wet dog food and wet cat food is really helpful for us for those that need a little bit of time before they can get back onto hard food.
So can we maybe, I know we're looking at the website here, Shop and Drop. Is this a list of all the things that you are in need of?
Yep, absolutely. So you can go online to our website, see our wish list, see what we need, and then you can buy it directly from our wish list or bring it in and drop it off to any of our locations.
Could we buy on Amazon and have it delivered to you?
That's what our wish list online
is.
Yes.
Okay, that's easy.
Yes, we try to make it as easy as possible for people to help.
Wonderful, Joe. Thank you so much. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Thank you for having us.
I can hear you, Leslie. Yes, Merry Christmas. He's excited.